Greetings. My name is I Am Quartet, and the road to 2K starts now. To help us reach our goal, subscribe. Thank you! Like, share, and comment on all videos. Play the video until the end, even if you're not watching it. This helps YouTube recommend our channel. Oh! What's up, everybody? It's your boy, I Am Millions. I Am Quartet.
I'm tired of the greatest me.
And EJ.
Welcome to another episode of the Coach Section Podcast. Don't forget to subscribe to the Fans of the Coach Network YouTube channel, home of the Coaches Section. Also, you can check out the podcast on Googleplay, Spotify, and Apple Podcast. I got an announcement. It's the end of an era. If you're in the podcast game, or it's a new beginning of an era. If you're in the podcast game, that means if you have a podcast, then you are aware of the Joe Budden Podcast. They're leaving Spotify. And also my personal favorite podcast, Righteous and Ratchet, has ended. Doughboy took a break. I don't know why they've ended, but they're not coming back. Joe Budden has decided to end his partnership with Spotify. And I want to talk about it because, especially being an independent podcast, we're not celebrities, so we get it out the mud. He references that 2 years ago, a lot wasn't known. So whatever he asked for, he asked for. He said there were several times during this contract where they was contractually supposed to get bonuses. They did not get the bonuses from Spotify. They said that the first day of the episode, the projection was 900%. That means that whatever projection that Spotify had for the Joe Budden Podcast, it exceeded it.
By 900%.
By 900%. Here's the other thing, too. It's crazy because when I listen to it, the only way that we're going to find out about what we can and what we need to do is by other celebrities who have the bag, because we don't have the resources that Joe Budden and several others have. He made a lot of points, man. He talked about this company named Giblet, and they got like 250 million because they got several podcasts. I'm pretty sure Spotify initial podcast was supposed to be Amy Schumer, but it was not successful. They didn't really know the gravitational pull that the Joe Budden Podcast would have. And they said the first day of launch, it crashed. Right? Mm. He said 8 months in, they came to him with another contract. And he basically told them no. So then, another benchmark, they were supposed to get a bonus, they didn't get a bonus. He went in, he said something about some vacation days. They had told him, no, maybe y'all can do some pre-recorded stuff. So I think his point, more importantly, how it pertains to this podcast, it speaks to, he talked about creative freedom, and he also talked about literally being the business and walking away from the bag because he has more value separate from them.
So he ain't going nowhere else.
I'm not saying that he's not going nowhere else, but it would most definitely not be the same deal that he had before.
Wait a minute. So his podcast isn't ending. It's just ending on Spotify.
Yeah, it's ending on Spotify.
So it's not the end of an era with him then, right? It's just ended on Spotify.
Well,
I like Spotify.
I like Spotify too.
Do you like it better than iHeartMedia?
Mm-hmm.
I don't listen to iHeartMedia. I know. Are we on iHeartMedia? We supposed to be on iHeartMedia.
How he asking me are we on iHeartMedia?
He does it.
Sometimes.
I know we on Google.
Don't do that. I do a million things. Don't do that.
We on Spotify.
Yeah, we on a lot of stuff.
Yo, man, the funny thing is, you would have to listen to the intro to know if we're on iHeartMedia, unless you've been missing it out, man.
I'm dead.
Are we on Inspired Network yet?
No, we're not.
Are we going to be on Inspired?
Maybe.
Inspired Network is still up and running, right?
Yes, it is.
Are you still the
Yes. Can we get back to this podcast, please?
Yo, man, I'm trying to. It's not the end of an era yet. Then
it is the end of an era because
He's still on.
Yeah, but you're missing the point.
What's the point?
The point is this, man. When they scooped them up, there was not a lot known about the podcast. Think about what they're doing.
What era is ending?
This was the era of basically you being able to take a podcast. You're gonna have to take everything that comes along with it. Like we talking about ownership. This is what this conversation is about.
He still has ownership, right?
Yes.
And he's gonna take his followers with him. I'm sure he's gonna announce it, and everyone's gonna move to whatever station that is. Would you be disappointed if he went to iHeartRadio? I mean, them knowing what following he is, they probably would pick him up. I'm sure he's actually having talks with several people now.
Mm-hmm. So you think it's about a bigger bag?
Of course, man. It's the fact of a bigger bag and being disrespected when he was with them to start off with. He won't getting everything done.
Yeah.
And when you deal with that kind of stuff, why in the world you want to go back to it? Because they're gonna have the same problems, man. It's like buying a car from a certain dealership. You have troubles with that. You don't really want to buy another car from them, man, because even if the rest of them's good, it's a simple fact you had a bad experience the first time. You ain't trying to go back to the next.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you, like, even though we kind of talked about the Joe Rogan deal, the $100 million deal.
Oh yeah.
Here's the thing, though. How can we compete with that? Like, literally, I'm talking, and not just the culture section. I'm talking about any podcast that doesn't have the resources that they have. And on top of that, I think all of us are trying to find a home, maybe where, because at the end of the day, if you don't have a big name, you're funding your own podcast, which essentially means you're working for free.
Yeah,
until something comes along,
like sponsorships and stuff like that.
Yeah, and then you gotta look at that too. Think about this too. When you have resources, you can pick and choose what ads you accept and read. But when you're trying to have, like, to be honest with it, to use the editing software costs a month. Lights cost, mics cost. So it's just these earphones cost, even though they might not be like all that.
Why would you draw people to the attention of the earphones? Especially mine, man. You should be ashamed of yourself. Go on, though.
But what I'm saying is, like,
they probably leave coming in
the people that's at the bottom, right? The only thing we're thinking about is, yo, if I can, that's so funny.
I know that's the first thing they thought as soon as he said it. Well, these headphones, even though they might not be the best.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, for everybody to get in the mud, it's like, yo, man.
Joe Budden used to rap, right?
Budden.
Oh, I keep saying Budden. I'm thinking about the presidential election. Why don't y'all stop me many times? Joe Budden, is he still a hip hop?
No, he's not a hopper. Yeah, he's a full-time media guy,
and he probably has a lot of other money invested everywhere else too.
Yeah,
right?
he's made the money.
He was on Love and Hip Hop.
He was on Love and Hip Hop too.
Yeah, so he's made the money.
I'm starting. When I hear Love and Hip Hop now, I think about like the Bad Girls Club. I just feel like just a bunch of wasted time. I'm sorry. Let's get back to this. So he can pick and choose himself then, since he's in the money, right?
Yeah, he has the money now, so it's easier to.
And word on the street is him and Charlamagne is starting up a network, right?
Oh,
I said word on the street, man. Could I call?
Yeah, you can say whatever you want to say.
So
except for any hate speech, that's what you say.
Yeah.
And people's names.
So he's probably going. If that is true and they're doing that, he's probably going to be on his own network with his own money, right?
Yeah, that's most likely.
For anyone else to make it, man, you basically have to be seen and you have to prove your worth, right?
Yeah.
For someone to invest in you, you literally have to have a following, most definitely, because that's the first thing I want to see.
Let us not get it twisted. It is very tough to get a following if you don't have a name.
Oh man, sex sells.
Well, they don't want to. They don't want to see my shirt.
Man,
they don't want to see my shirt.
I seen this dude post. He took off his shirt purposely. He was a big
guy.
Like
Rick Ross before Ross.
And he was like the big boy club. I think he called it the belly club.
Every day I'm hustling.
He was like the belly club.
My stomach look like Rick Ross before the Ross fit.
You should put Homer Simpson.
I wonder what that looked like. Have they showed Homer Simpson? You funny. Have they showed Rick Ross with his shirt off since?
Not recently. I mean, I think he's still taking his shirt off.
It's probably like a lot of loose skin. It may not be. I ain't seen those photos. We're off subject again. Yo, I want to come back to that. KevOnStage, you don't know why he ended that one.
No, I don't know.
But you said Doughboy took a leave of absence.
Yeah.
It could have been because of coronavirus. But even if he, But it's ended. So what does it really matter if he took a leave of absence?
And these two things matter to me. Oh. Not why, but the fact that so it's two different ways. KevOnStage used YouTube as his main platform, but he started the Patreon page. So before, when he was doing the all deaf digital thing, they did Righteous and Ratchet before, but it was kind of sporadic. It went for a little while to stop, and they came back with it. So they transferred from KevOnStage to, you guessed it, KevOnStage Studios. Right? So when you look at, but we're not talking, he's not big like Joe Budden, but when he releases a video, he can get about 20,000.
And he does stand-up.
KevOnStage?
Yeah.
Doesn't he sell out too when he does stand-up?
He's on a commercial now.
Yeah, he's on Spectrum commercial.
Yeah,
who else think I ain't gonna use that code to get that discount now?
Who else was on Spectrum commercial? It was KevOnStage.
I know Tony Baker's on a new one.
It wasn't him though. It wasn't Tyler Perry, was it?
No, man.
It was.
It was Rail, Lil Rail.
There you go, man. I knew it was.
Here's the other thing. I need y'all to stay with me.
My bad.
Stay with me.
My bad, man.
Joe Budden, he's a rapper turned
retired rapper, right?
Was a rapper turned podcaster. He has the pull up. So basically, what he's saying is he has the podcast, which he said he's paying the least at.
Okay.
But he has the pull up, State of the Union. He said something around neighborhood or implied that Spotify, the deal that they was trying to come with. I'm not saying his latest deal, but at some point, maybe 8 months after they launch, they would own a piece of State of the Union, and whatever other offset ideas they have. So that was one of the biggest things why he said no. But I'm gonna tell you what put the nail in the coffin. It's that in my opinion, I think it's that $100 million that Joe Rogan got.
Wow.
Compared to, I wonder what they was gonna give him.
He ain't say, but I guarantee you, because he talk about systematic oppression and all that. So you know where that leads.
A race.
Here's the thing.
Race war.
Here's the thing though.
Came in my mind. Want to say it?
You should have.
Here's the thing though. If you don't have a following, you do what everybody else do. You buy Facebook ads, you buy Instagram ads, and you roll the dice and hope the Lord shows you mercy. Right? That's pretty much what you're doing.
I thought you were going to say show you favor or something. Man.
Show your favor, show your mercy.
I was going to say
same thing.
Show your butt.
Oh, Lord.
You hope the Lord shows your butt.
No, I was going to say
no.
show your butt.
So,
I get it. Like sex sales.
Yeah. We've done both. Like I've paid for Facebook.
Showed your butt?
No.
Oh. I
am so lost right now.
With sex sales, she's saying because sex sales, you got to show your butt, man.
Understood. Great point. You don't want to see my stomach unless you like
she
waterfalls.
She said your butt, man. She moved to your butt now.
Oh, well, my stomach look like my butt.
Round.
Just pick one. Just pick
one.
Go on,
though. Go on, man. You trying to finish.
So what I'm saying is like that. Now, it's a lot of, I hate to say this, but it's some delusional people in the podcast game too. Because sometimes you hear the thing they say, they be like, I got like 20K followers. Then you go to their page, nobody's listening to their stuff.
Hilarious.
But here's the thing though. It's like
maybe they just subscribe to it.
It is what it is. But it's just like, look at what they did with Michelle Obama's podcast. Man, they spent money, and you saw it on YouTube, you saw it on Facebook. I mean, they probably spent millions.
Wow.
So it's like,
you think it was reciprocated at the end though?
Maybe. But the thing about it is this though. That killed me, not because I'm a hater, but because at the end of the day, we're essentially paying to have our IP, which is the culture section, on these platforms. And I'm just saying it's going to be, I don't know, man. It's like, to me, you only can follow the example you see. But I think.
You think we could get a grant?
A grant?
Yeah, some kind of business.
Man, I don't care. Man, the thing about, we're gonna end up reading about hot dogs at this point. Buy you some lean on me hot dogs and use the code TCS for 5% discount. Guess who's gonna be reading them?
Don't say me.
All of us gonna take turns.
Oh, we man. Why can't we get EJ to?
I hate my voice.
I think you have a great voice. It ain't nasally.
And when you
It
read
is.
It's not nasally.
It's
and when
very
you read
nasally.
it, I want you to be. You better read it good. Too.
I use my Caucasian voice.
Wait, what's
boy.
the other one? Another ad is this. The one you'll be reading.
Add it.
This the one you'll be reading. Come to Popeye's Chicken for the
Hey, man.
$3.89 to get
I wonder
5% off your wing.
Is KevOnStage going to replace it with something else?
He already did. He got a new podcast with somebody.
Is it with a woman? They both sit at their individual desk? You like that one? My bad, man. I shouldn't be asking you that live in front of everybody.
It's cool. I like KevOnStage. You know what I mean? So, but see, the thing about it, I'm gonna tell you, I ain't on work ethic. He is a monster. Well, both of them are monsters because Joe Budden, they do like 3 hours. They record twice a week, 3 hours every time. So that's 6 hours. KevOnStage was giving us Righteous and Ratchet, Love Hour, Asker. Plus, he was doing the tour. They funded their own tour through Facebook analytics. So all this stuff is known. But I mean, this man is a beast.
Would you say you go out there and you give the same effort?
If we had it, I would.
If we had, what is that?
That the analytics, meaning that we was getting like 30, 40,000 views every time, maybe 100,000 views, maybe. We was every time we dropped the video, we was getting 1,000 or so likes. You know what I mean? I would do it. I would do it.
You would do it?
Yeah, I would do it.
Hey, man, when they watch me on this episode, they probably going to be laughing.
That's
all
funny.
the moving that I'm
I ain't
doing.
lying.
It's like I got a choreographer over here telling me how to present my body.
This is. I don't know, man.
Are you sad?
Nah, it just.
Are you heartbroken?
I just thought it was worth talking about.
No, not that. I mean, is it a wake-up call? Like, when something like this happens, what do you say to yourself?
Keep pushing.
Oh, all right. Oh, man, is that someone's song?
Don't you do it.
I won't.
Hey, here's the other thing though. I personally believe we have it.
We have the it?
It.
Aww.
Now that
No, don't all that. I don't even know if you should say that.
Now that we
in front of
have that
everybody.
voice in the back, we good to go.
You think so?
Yeah.
Let's see how long it'll last. I can't wait till we sitting around a round table doing this stuff.
That's true.
And then, man, I'm excited to see where the future goes, man, with this podcast.
Yeah.
I don't even know. Does someone really want to hear?
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Does someone really want to hear you talk about your own podcast though?
Not really.
That's funny.
When we was on our hiatus, I hated doing those videos.
I was doing COVID-19 though, man. Actually, when I like
Wait, what did you hate?
I hated doing the videos by myself.
When we was zooming them and stuff.
That was fun.
It actually wasn't.
It
One
wasn't.
of my videos, my face is real fat up here, and he's got a nice big
y'all know how
round.
to edit. You gotta be a selfie queen. Like, it's terrible.
That probably just cut his whole spirit
Y'all don't
up.
know y'all angles. It's terrible. It's terrible.
That's what she's saying,
Look
man.
how y'all look right now.
I-
Correct posture, please.
Once again,
Thank you.
Can I ask y'all something deep?
I know my seat is killing my butt. Go right ahead, man. Come on, ask a deep question.
I got a good feeling about y'all, man. That's all I got, man. That's all I
You're gonna
got.
answer something deep.
I feel like I know this is probably like I'm a dreamer, man. So that's the problem. For me, this changes the whole family dynamic.
The whole thing.
It does.
I'm gonna get me some pink headphones.
See how they talk all over that
With
deep
sparkles.
stuff. Give me a reason.
I know this seat is killing my butt.
As always, my name is I Am Quartet.
This is Butt Hurt. Taught out the great as me.
EJ. That's it.
We'll see you when we see you.
Peace.
Peace.